Can you plug me in? Can you plug me in?
What's up, MP?
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Warriors, they've been enjoying a truly spectacular run this season, sitting on top of the mountain in the first place spot. Then, of course, there's Utah. They're a ways down in the standings. Here are the starters for Utah. Collins and Kessler, they're in the middle. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Green. Out there with Butler. Then it's Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Parker in at the shooting guard. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
So it's the Warriors now. The Jazz making their last shot. And here's Butler outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Nice shot from Butler, making himself a threat from downtown.
To the wing on the left. Outside Sexton. Pass to Sensabaugh. Puts one up from 19. Kicks it out to Collins. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Parker finds Green. Back to Parker. Outside Moody. Here's Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Parker, screen on Sexton. Here's Curry. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Does Steph Curry have the greatest jumper ever? Well, yes. And the bucket was another reason why I say yes.
Collins outside. Outside Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Up and in on the layup.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Now here's Curry. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Parker the screen. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 5 points.
His shooting motion is just so impeccable. Curry's long ball is one of the prettiest shots in the game.
You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard. They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Sexton again. It's Parker. Jacks up a 3. Sexton misses. They get it back. Up top, Parker. Collins defending. Parker the screen. And here's Butler outside. Offensive rebound. That shot's good by Parker.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. They trail by 7. Last time they met in Salt Lake City.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws. Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Curry passes to Parker. And Parker throws it down.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
George. He's scoreless. Collins outside. Six on the shot clock. Curry against George, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And the Warriors with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. And that one's good. Green.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
Curry against George. Here's Sexton. And that one is hammered home.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Now here's Sexton. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Green against Kessler. Pass to George. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Outside Moody. Now Butler. Back to Parker. Outside Curry. The three. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler with it. Here's Sensabaugh. Moody defends. Lets it go from the wing. Utah, the rebound. And here's George. Here's Sensabaugh. He's coming off a 13-point game against Milwaukee. Sexton, that's good.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative and understanding when to shoot off the catch.
Remember when people were questioning whether the Warriors were truly a dynasty, RJ?
I do, and that was erased for good with that championship run in 2022. I still think that is Steph's most important championship. That title cemented them as one of the all-time great teams of the last 50 years.
Pass to George. Here's Sensabaugh to the inside. Sexton, that's good.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Butler finds Green. Now Parker. Checked by Sexton. Back to Parker. Utah grabs the miss.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Collins outside. Kessler passes to Sexton. Pass to George. Clock at 6. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Green, the pass to Parker. Curry against Kessler. Now here's Parker. And here's Butler. Tries it from 16. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Butler's got 5 points.
There's not much you can do to slow down Butler in the mid-range. He just gets to his spot and rises up.
And the Warriors will go with... Kerr calls timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
So on the floor for Utah, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Collier. Then it's Filipowski, and it's Hendricks in at the 4-man spot. Butler can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 5. From behind the arc. Rebounded by Green. Left side Kuminga. Pass to Pajimski. Back to Kuminga. Green, a screen. Here's Parker. Utah grabs the miss. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, we'll see how they respond after that weak performance. It should tell us a lot about their character as a team.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Clarkson. This one for three. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
The three-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold, but boy, when it's on, Jordan's so difficult to stop.
Outside Kuminga. Now Pajimski. Here's Parker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Parker's got his third bucket of the night.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Takes a three. Sends the ball, no good. The Warriors lead by 7. And when we talk about players who impact winning, Draymond Green is high on that list, RJ.
And the amazing thing, his career scoring average is in the single digits. Draymond does it with his passing and directing the defense and gives his teams energy.
Here's Clarkson. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Parker passes to Kuminga. Wow, Kuminga gets back in a flash.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Here's Clarkson. Pass to Collier. Clarkson outside, 6 to shoot, to win the run, and he sinks the layup. Clarkson's got 7 points.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Parker with it. He takes it in, and Parker throws it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And it's Clarkson missing.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Doc, in their last time out against the Lakers, was a man on a mission. He picked up 38 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. He had more than his fair share of ink on the scoreboard. I'm sure he wants to repeat that tonight, too, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
He's more than deserving of this accolade given the way he's been playing. He injects so much energy into their offense, whether he's finishing the play himself or lending a helping hand.
Now here's Collins over Butler. Collins, no good.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Pajimski's shot is good. Pajimski's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Sexton. Lets the three fly. Kuminga pulls it in. Parker passes to Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
When Butler is cleared for takeoff, just get off the runway.
And here's Clarkson. 9 points in the game. Throws it up high. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Throw it anywhere near Collins, he'll take care of the rest, putting his athleticism and length to perfect use.
Now here's Parker. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Green with a screen on George. Pajemski. He's off on that one.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
George finds Clarkson. Collins with a screen on Kuminga. Clarkson passes to Collins. The three from Sexton. Sinks it! What range from downtown! Sexton's got 14.
And offensively, Sexton has been in the zone. He keeps finding chances and cashing in on them.
And it's good! And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well, that's why they're up. And don't go far, we'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play.
They're moving well on offense, great teamwork. Maybe not as strong as our teamwork, but whose is?
How about your old Lakers team?
What I remember.
And let's move on and see the top vote getters in this year's All-Star. Thanks, as always.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Wow, Colin Sexton displaying all his skills today.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Butler out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Parker in at the 2. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Here's Sexton. And Parker pulls it down. The Warriors lead by 8. Down low. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
He has such a threat to score. The defense can focus too much on Butler, and he found the open man with ease.
Kessler finds George. And here's Sexton. Here's Kessler. Pass to Collins. Here's Sensabaugh. Moody defends. Sensabaugh, no good. Golden State has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. That shot's good by Parker. And now it's a 12-point Warrior lead.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
To the middle. Here's Sexton. And the layup is good off the glass. Sexton's got 20.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Green, the pass to Parker. Butler on the wing. Now here's Curry. Puts up a 3. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Up top, George. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Utah shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only 1 day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks.
Outside Sexton. Fires from deep. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. The Warriors lead by 12. Here's Parker. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Sexton. He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
The ridiculous speed of Sexton. When the break is on, he knows how to flourish.
Parker passes to Moody. Shoots. Curry, no good.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Basket's good.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And another one. That's 5 total threes on the night from him so far.
Utah calls timeout. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And checking out the rookie leaders in steals over the last month. Jazz trail by 11. You know, for all the accolades thrown Stephen Curry's way, Richard, I've heard you say he might be the best conditioned player ever.
Absolutely. When you think about all the ground he covers every single game, his stamina is still something that I will always be impressed with.
Moody passes to Parker. Curry against Collins. Launches a 3. Parker, no good. The Jazz have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Here's George. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now here's Moody. Defense right on him. The kick out. Curry. Parker passes to Moody. Now Butler. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. There's the triple. Parker, no good.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Here's Sexton. Baseline jumper right on the money. Sexton's got 6 in the quarter.
Great awareness by Sexton to find the soft spot. Nice pull up there, pure from mid-range.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for not. Warriors lead by 21. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Filipowski. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Collier. Then there's Kenyon Martin, and it's Hendricks in at small forward.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated the big rebound.
Floats one. It's rebounded by Golden State. Parker's got 4 rebounds now. Curry finds Parker. From deep. Sinks it from distance.
He's taking what he can get here as a 3 in each half.
Here's Collier. Pass to Clarkson. Oh, he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
I mean, the effortless athleticism. You can see Clarkson loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
Curry passes to Parker. And it's off from 3-point range. The Jazz shooting the ball at 48% so far. Inside. Martin inside. Butler covering. Martin misses.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
That shot's good by Parker. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Clarkson outside. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Clarkson with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Pure from three-point range.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
Here's Parker. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Jazz trail by 21. Here's Collier. To the paint. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Green covering. That's good from Collier on the assist by Filipowski.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And that one's good. Parker's got 7 points here in the quarter.
An absolute superb facilitator because Curry is such a lights-out shooter. It opens up passing lanes for him.
Here's Collier. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Martin with a screen on Kuminga. Inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but they're making the unselfish pass. Just great work.
Here's Parker. Good! Another from three.
Up the ladder he goes as the threes continue to fall for him as they have all season long.
And with his performance, he is now tied for second for the most threes in a season.
A mark set by James Harden in 2019. 378 triples shared for now. Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Back to Curry. Pass to Parker. And here is Green. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Collier. You know, for a while now, the NBA has done a last 2 minutes report on games. Richard, how do you think the players feel about this?
I can tell you how I feel. I don't like the 2-minute report. I think it does absolutely nothing to help the basketball game. Guys are frustrated. They need to move on. If they walk into the next game worried about the last 2-minute report, are they really focused on that game?
Here's Hendricks. Pass to Filipowski. For three, Collier. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Parker. Timeout, Jazz. And the Warriors making a change here. Moody's checked in. Curry against George. Shoots over Curry. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Tremendous effort on the boards. He's been playing big all night.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Sensabaugh. Kessler a screen. The baseline J. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Parker. And again for three.
And that shot pushes him further up the all-time ladder for threes in a season.
And the next mark on his list, the top spot. What a season to remember.
Yeah, that top mark is owned by Stephen Curry. 402 triples. It was set in 2016. But for now, a new mark for second place.
Fires for three. Kessler with a rebound. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Knocks down the long J.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Parker outside. Fires the three, and the three-pointer goes. Parker's got 29.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Second shot opportunity. Sexton, that's good.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Moody passes to Parker. Green with a screen on Sexton. Here's Parker. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Parker's got 31 points. The Jazz trail by 21. Collins outside. Curry against George. The three is up. Sensible, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Parker. And the three off target. Utah has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Pass to Sensible. George, a screen on Parker. Here's Sensible. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And some stats here, guy. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight.